Out to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm Connor Williams, and this is our match preview for the Newcastle Everton game kicking off tomorrow by the time we're recording, but by the time this comes out, maybe today, on the 19th of October at 7:30. Yeah, going all the way up to St James's Park in Newcastle. Not an easy place to go. Newcastle, as of late, have been a little bit of a bogey team for us. I know we got that win last season with Alex Iwobi scoring the goal, which, I mean, you could argue maybe not the exact point of the start, but might have been maybe that moment where many fans will go, that was when you knew Iwobi was on the turn on this absolutely brilliant run he's gone on. That might have been the moment. I think it was for me. Like, obviously, he probably played well before then, but I think that moment I was like, could be a different player now. And since then, hindsight, he's gone on to become that player. But like I said, I've been a bit of a bogey team in the past for us. In the head-to-heads, they have won 7, we've won 12 historically, and 3 draws. But like I said, that's going over since 2010. In the last couple of years, last year we got that 1-0 win, like I mentioned. But in February of last year at St James's Park, we lost 3-1. They beat us at Goodison the following season and beat us at St James's Park. And then the season before that was that 2-2 draw where I think it might have been Lejeune got 2 goals in like the 90th minute. We beat them that at St James's Park that time, but at home at Goodison Park we drew. I remember I was at uni, was going to go on a night out, and we had to leave a little bit early. And I was like, oh, you know what? Really gutted to do this, but we can't lose this now. It's the 90th minute, 89th. Got downstairs to my flat, checked the score just before we left, and it was 2-2, and I was gutted. But yeah, like I said, Newcastle over the last couple of years have a very good record against us. They do tend to be our bogey team. One of not one of the reasons, but one of the players that struggle the most is Jordan Pickford, obviously being a Sunderland lad, a Sunderland fan. Their nearest rivals, they do love to give him abuse, and they will do tomorrow. Every time he's on the ball, they'll boo him. There was that time at Goodison Park where his head completely went, and he was sort of offering them out. I think that might have been a 2-0 loss. Or like the one before that, the 3-2 or something. Just, not great. Since then, though, he's a lot more mature. He's a lot more level-headed. This is a different Jordan Pickford now. So I'm hoping we'll see that out on the pitch. He is going to get dogs abuse, absolute dogs abuse, but I'm certain he knows that, or if he doesn't, then he should know that. A package and parcel of the game, isn't it? We boo former Liverpool players all the time. So it's one of them. We do have some good news, though, in Newcastle's record signing. Alexander Isak is out injured. He will miss tomorrow's game. He's out till, they reckon, late December. He's out for a couple of months, which is brutal for them, great for us. And Alan St. Maxim as well, another player that they reckon might not be fit tomorrow. If those two don't play, that's absolutely brilliant news for us. Other injuries they have are Matt Ritchie, Carl Barlow, who I don't think we'd see, and I don't think we'd see Matt Ritchie either, to be honest. Obviously ours are Nathan Patterson, Holgate, Godfrey, Townsend, and Mina. Godfrey and Holgate were seen, and Patterson, I think, have been seen in training recently, but they won't be back till after the World Cup. I think 2 of them. Maybe we'll see Holgate before then. But yeah, no Alexander Isak, no St. Maxim. It really does nullify Newcastle a little bit because they are huge players for Newcastle. Newcastle fans will know that. So that's quite good news. They come off a good run of form. They drew against Palace, drew against Bournemouth, then beat Fulham 4-1, then beat Brentford 5-1, and then drew against Manchester United, which is another good result. So 3 draws, 2 wins, but 2 emphatic wins, 4 goals in one, 5 goals in the other. Almiron playing out of his skin. Wilson's annoyingly started to pick a couple of goals up. He's a cursed player against us. But Almiron picking up a few goals as well, which is a little bit worrying, but it's a bit ironic in it because of I think it was Jack Grealish's comments last year. Now Almiron's playing out of his skin. But with those injuries, they're still going to be a tough team. I like a lot of these players in this squad that Newcastle have. Two of them are injured. One of them being my favourite one that Newcastle have in St. Maxim. I think he's brilliant. But they'll obviously still have Nick Pope, which is a great signing, good keeper. I imagine they will set up Matt Target, Botman, Shaw, Trippier. Trippier again, got to be careful. Gave away a free kick. I think it was last year against him, and he punished us. Can't be giving free kicks away in dangerous territories with him. They'll play Jolinton, Gameres, and Longstaff. Really like Gameres. Think he's absolutely brilliant player. Just a Rolls Royce in midfield. And then with their injuries, Almiron will get a game. Wilson will get a game. Out of form as well by them. They'll get games because they're in form. And then probably Jacob Murphy gets a game. But it's still a tough team. Put 5 past Brentford, put 4 past Fulham, and then drew against Manchester United, who'd previously beat us. Our form, like I just alluded at, good Merseyside derby draw. Should have won, could have won, should have won. West Ham 1-0 win. Southampton 2-1 win. Then we lost against Manchester United. Weren't at the races. We've done that on this channel. The players just weren't at the races. Tottenham 2-0. A tough game, a silly penalty to give away. As much as I think Harry Kane has been a bit theatrical, it is a penalty in today's day, and Pickford did sort of just lunge into it. Yeah, tough 2 results, but against 2 tough teams as well. And as well as, I know we played United and they drew and we lost, but United are a team where on their day they're either good or they're bad. And from what I saw, they weren't brilliant. We were just bad. So hopefully we're at it tomorrow. I think we will stick with the 4-3-3 with Jordan Pickford, Coleman, Cody, Tarkowski, Mikolenko, Guay in the middle, who I personally think needs a good game. Last 2 games have been a bit like that for me. His United one's probably the worst one I've seen him in an Everton top. So he's due a good game. Onana, brilliant player. Wish as soon as he learns to head, we are gonna absolutely stomp teams at set pieces. And Alex Iwobi, again, undroppable, our main man. I think he's probably been player of the month for the last 2 months. And then I think up front, Gordon, Gray, and Muipai. Muipai again struggled against Tottenham. But I don't think that was just his fault. There were bits where we were just lumping the ball up. And if we're going to do that, we need Calvert-Lewin on the field. We don't need Muipai if you're going to lump the ball up top like that. That's not going to work. I think Gordon will come back from his suspension, which is good. We'll have to wait and see. I think Muipai will still start. They're trying to wean Calvert-Lewin in slowly. I just hope we need to learn, I think, how to play with both strikers, and to play with them, we need to play differently. So we can't put Muipai in there and just play like we do with Calvert-Lewin, and vice versa. I think if we learn to play to Muipai's strengths and then put Calvert-Lewin in there, it's a bit of a disaster. We need to play to both their strengths individually, not just a game plan, stick a striker sound. So yeah, that'll be the tough one. But I don't know, guys. It's a really tough game to call. The history sort of alludes that they might get the win here. Over the last couple of times we played, though, we're a lot better than we were last season, is my main argument. And I'm not going to sit here and predict the loss, because it's just not in my nature. And I don't like doing it against the team I support, and I won't be doing it on my channel. Either. If I was going to do it, I'd do it privately. But I honestly, my heart says a 2-0 win. My soul, my gut says that it'll be a 1-1 draw this, or 2-2. It'll be a draw, 1 or 2-2. But we'll have to wait and see. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts on the game, your score predictions. Let me know if you think that the lineup might be wrong. Calvert-Lewin might come back in, because that's going to be talked about till he does. Let me know all that good stuff in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I'll see you guys very soon. Hopefully tomorrow we can get a win, or today, depending on when you're watching this. But yeah, up the Toffees.